Hello everyone. In the last previous section, we are discussed about half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier with respect to input and output waveform of these two vectors. So today class, we are going to distinguish between half wave and full wave rectifier. So distinguish between half wave and full wave rectifier. Okay, so now we are going to make a two column. One is for here half wave rectifier, another one full wave rectifier. Okay, okay. The first difference is a half wave rectifier is one in which there exists rectified output voltage for only one half cycle of input AC. So whereas in the full wave rectifier, a full wave rectifier is one in which there exists a rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of input AC. So what's the first difference? A half wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for only one half cycle of input AC. Okay, so here first one, a full wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of input AC. So this is the first difference. The second one, the output frequency of a half wave rectifier is the same as the frequency of input AC. So whereas in the full wave rectifier, the output frequency of a full wave rectifier is twice the frequency of input AC. So here the output frequency of a half wave rectifier is the same as the frequency of input AC. So for here the output frequency of a full wave rectifier is twice the frequency of input AC. So this is the second difference. The next one, the DC value means direct current value of half wave rectifier output is 1 by pi times the peak value of output voltage. So this is the third difference. The DC value of half wave rectifier output is 1 by pi times the peak value of output voltage. So similarly here the third difference is the DC value of full wave rectifier output is 2 by pi times the peak value of output voltage. So we can write in symbolical representation. So that is VDC is equal to 1 by pi into output voltage V0. So here the VDC is equal to 2 by pi into output voltage V0. So this is the difference between half wave and full wave rectifier. So as already studied in the working of half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier, so this is the existed only for the only one half cycle. This is for the complete cycle of the input AC. Okay, so here is the second difference is here. So the output frequency same as the input frequency of the AC. Okay, so here is input. So output frequency of the full wave rectifier is twice the input AC. So here the DC, so direct current value of half wave rectifier output is 1 by pi times the peak value of output voltage. So that is we can written as expression. So that is output. So DC voltage is equal to 1 by pi into output voltage V0. So here the DC value of full wave rectifier output is 2 by pi times the peak value of output voltage. So that is the V output. So that is the VDC is equal to 2 by pi into V0. So this is the distinguish between the half wave and full wave rectifier. So next we are going to discuss about some special purpose junction diodes. So some special purpose junction diodes. Special purpose junction diodes. Some of the special function diodes are, first one is here Zener diode, second one photodiode, so third one light emitting diode, so that is LED. Okay, so the last fourth one here solar cell. So these are the some special purpose of junction diodes. So there are Zener diode, photodiode, light emitting diodes. So that is nothing but LEDs. So you are very much familiar about the LEDs. So nowadays, so last one is your solar cell. So now let us, we are going to discuss one by one The first one is here Zener diode. A heavily doped PN junction designed to operate under reverse bias in the breakdown region is called Zener diode. A heavily doped PN junction designed to operate under reverse bias in the breakdown region is called Zener diode. So it is a heavily doped PN junction, so to operate under reverse bias, so in the breakdown region. So this is here Zener diode. So Zener diode is fabricated by heavily doped both P and N side of the junction. Due to this, depletion region form is very thin, about less than 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So this is the depletion region. The depletion region form is very thin, about less than 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So that is nothing but here micrometer. So less than the micrometer, and the electric field of junction is extremely high. So approximately about 5 into 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. So that is electric field. The electric field of the junction is extremely high. So that is approximately 5 into 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. Even for a small reverse bias voltage of about 5 volt. So that is the 5 volt means about for this is what? So this is the reverse bias voltage. So Zener diode, it is a heavily doped P and N side of the junction. So because of that, so here what happens at this breakdown region? So this is the breakdown region. At this region, the depletion region is about, so 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So that is the less than 10 raised to minus 6 meter, and you are going to apply an electric field approximately about 5 into 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. So even for the small reverse bias voltage of about, so that is 5 volt. So this is the Zener diode. So the circuit symbol for Zener diode is, so this is the circuit symbol. The circuit symbol for Zener diode is, so same as like a PN junction. The only thing is that here, so this is the two ends. This is the P side, this is the N side. This is the basically what? So PN junction. But the circuit symbol of Zener is here like this. This is the symbol of PN junction. So that is the heavily doped PN junction, that was we called as here Zener diode. This is the circuit symbol for the Zener diode. The next we are going to study it about VI characteristics of Zener diode, or IV characteristics of Zener diode. So this is I in milliamp. So that is along y-axis. So this is here voltage along, that is in volt, here in the along x-axis. So the nature of graph is like this here. Okay, so this is here we taken as Vz. So that is the Zener voltage. Vz here represent Vz voltage. So why it is represent here Vz? So now we are going to discuss here. So this is, it is at the reason reverse bias. So this is at forward bias. So what you are going to observe is here, as the voltage is increases in the case of forward bias. Why I am going to tell you is here, PN junction, it is a heavily doped, right? So it is a heavily doped. So at this case, if these two junction are is at forward bias, means it is connected to the positive terminal, this is going to the negative terminal of the battery. So what happens? This is the forward bias. So at this forward bias, what happens? As voltage increases, here current is also increases. Now, so if P is, so P type semiconductor, so the P side is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and N type is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that is called as here reverse bias junction. So if, so see here, as the voltage is here increases, so if you are going to observe here, this is the current region, okay, so that is in the negative, here is current in microamp. In the negative y-axis, the current in microamp, okay, so microampere here. So then as voltage increases, current is increases, okay. So here the voltage is goes on increasing, the value of current is also increasing here, okay. So at this, so here is a constant, the current is slowly here coming, okay. So at what particular voltage, okay, so this is at particular voltage, if you are going to apply an extra, so means external voltage, if you are going to apply an, V is here going to apply an extra current, the voltage is here constant, okay. So here is the breakdown region, so that is here represented as Vz. So in this, the applied reverse bias voltage reaches the background voltage Vz of the Zener diode. There is a large change in the current. So after breakdown voltage, Zener voltage remains constant. So here after this breakdown region, here the Zener voltage remains constant, even though current through the Zener diode varies for a wide range. If you are going to apply an external current, means here I in microampere, if you are going to apply an extra means wide range of the current, but the voltage is at this region is constant, okay. That's why, because of this property, the Zener diode is used for the supply of, so that is the regulating supply voltages, so that they are constant. So because of this reason, okay, we are going to use in our home like a voltage regulator, stabilizer. Because of this, we are going to use the Zener diode. This is the application of the Zener diode. So we know that in the reverse current is due to the flow of electrons. So that is what? The minority charge carriers. Okay. So whereas in the reverse bias voltage is increases, as the reverse bias voltage is increases, the electric field at the junction become significant. The reverse bias voltage at V is equal to Vz, at this V is equal to Vz, then the electric field strength is high enough to pull a valence electron from the host atoms on the p side, which are accelerated to n side. These electrons accounts for high current observed at the breakdown. The electric field required for this purpose is of the order of 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. Okay, so this is the characteristics of the Zener diode. So now this is the one application I am already going to tell you, that is the Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So let us see the Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So in examination they may ask, explain the working of Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So now first we have to do is, so the circuit diagram, we have to write the circuit diagram. So this is the one end and it is connected to the resistance. Here is the Zener diode. This is the symbolical representation here. This is the another output. So that is the unregulated voltage. So that is VL. We will represent VL as here unregulated voltage. Okay. So now from this, so this is the IL. Here is the load resistance. So that is RL. This is the load resistance RL. So here is the two output. So that is the regulated voltage. Regulated voltage. So that is here VZ. Okay. So this is here RS. So this is the voltage drop across here the RS. So that is the series resistance here. So this is the circuit diagram of the Zener diode. So this is the symbolical representation of the Zener diode. Okay, it is connected to here, parallel to here. So that is the load resistance. So in series here resistance. Okay. So now what we are going to do here. So the unregulated DC voltage is connected to the Zener diode through the series resistance RS, such that the Zener diode is here reverse bias. So what's the condition here? The Zener diode is at reverse biased condition. Okay. So if the input voltage increases, the current through RS and Zener diode also increases. So here input voltage increases means obviously in Zener diode here is also increases. So through the series resistance. So this increase the voltage drop across RS. So that is the series resistance without any change in the voltage across the Zener diode. So this is because in the breakdown region. So last in the IV characteristic, so we are going to study that is the breakdown region. So in that region, Zener voltage remains constant even though the current to the Zener diode changes. Right. Similarly, if the input voltage decreases, the current through series resistance and Zener diode also decreases. Okay. So without any change in the voltage across the Zener diode. If I are going to increase the voltage in this region from through the RS to the Zener diode, here current is voltage is also increases. If the current is decreases, again the voltage the resistance through the series resistance to the Zener diode, the current is also decreases without any change. So as in the input, so as in the increasing case, as in the decreasing case. So any increase or decrease in an input voltage result in increase and decrease of the voltage drop across RS without any change in the voltage across the Zener diode. So thus the Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. So here that's why, because of this reason, the Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. So if any changes in an increase or decrease in the current, so that is leads to the without any, so without here RS in this series resistance without any changes in voltage, so that is across the Zener diode, means the resistance here the series resistance RS absorbs the output voltage fluctuations. So that is the word is here fluctuation. So fluctuation means here there is a disturbance in the system, right? So in the last year in classes I am already discussed about this concept, that is the fluctuation, right? So there is a small changes in the system. So if you are going to observe here, so the same thing. So here the fluctuation in the sense what? Here fluctuation in the voltage. If you are going to increase the current, voltage is also increased. If you are going to decrease the current, here voltage is also decreases. So who regulate this one? Here is the series resistance without any fail. Okay, so because of this reason, Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Okay, so this is the concept of Zener diode. So in the today class we are discussed about, so what is Zener diode, right? So what is the symbolical representation of the Zener diode? So Zener diode is a heavily doped PN junction designed to operate under the reverse bias in the breakdown region. So it's called here Zener diode. So it is a heavily doped P and N type of the junction. So it is from a very thin depletion region which is less than a micrometer, where an extremely high electric field about approximately 5 into 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. So that is the Zener diode. It is specially designed to get an voltage, so that is the maximum voltage. So that is the breakdown, what we called as here breakdown voltage. So because of that we are going to use this one as a voltage regulator. So in home we are going to say something like stabilizer. So similarly like that, it is acts like a voltage regulator. So the symbolic representation of this is the Zener diode, and the IV characteristics, how it is work in the forward bias as in the reverse bias. It is specially designed for the reverse bias. You are already I am told that in the IV characteristics of the Zener diode. In the next upcoming class we are going to discuss about the optoelectronics junction devices. So continuing in the next class. Thank you.